The chaos in Lebanon continues. Anything electronic seems unsafe there at the moment. After the pager bombings on Tuesday, we saw a second round of explosions on Wednesday. More devices blew up. After pagers, Israel detonated walkie-talkies, solar energy equipment, and even fingerprint scanners. These are the devices that exploded in Lebanon. Israel says a new phase of the war is underway.
I believe that we are at the start of a new phase in the war, and we must adapt.
The casualty count is mounting in the meantime. More than 30 people have died in the past 2 days in Lebanon, and over 3,000 have been injured. More importantly, it is not clear if Israel's operation is over. Do they have more traps left? Will there be more explosions in the days ahead? People in Lebanon are living in fear. They do not trust anything with a battery.
I didn't expect what happened today. Things are repeating all over again. We had some devices here that we believed were 100% safe, but out of caution, we removed them from the store because we got worried. Our enemy is a traitor. May God give us peace, that's all we can say.
The enemy they're referring to is Israel, which of course is not taking responsibility for the attacks, but it is obvious now. Israel has infiltrated the Hezbollah setup. Its entire communication network has been compromised. The question is, why did Israel launch this attack now? Why now? Some reports say that the Hezbollah had become suspicious. 2 of their operatives had some issues with their pagers. They weren't exactly sure what it was, but they felt that something was wrong, and Israel got a whiff of this. They had planted the explosives for a surprise attack. They were supposed to be used in case of a full-blown war between Israel and Hezbollah, but in recent days, the Israeli leadership was concerned about their bomb devices being discovered. So they basically had a choice: detonate the bombs now or wait and see if they're exposed. So it was a use it or lose it moment. That is how they described it. Finally, Israel decided to use it. They triggered the bombs, and now they're preparing for Hezbollah to retaliate. The Israeli military is dropping hints. That's the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force. It says that it has more surprises in its arsenal.
We still have many capabilities that we have not yet activated. We saw some of these things here, and it seems to me that the readiness is good, and we are preparing these plans going forward. The rule is that every time we work on a certain stage, the next 2 stages are already ready to advance. At each stage, the price for Hezbollah must be higher.
All eyes are now on the Hezbollah. They have suffered a big security breach. Many members of their military unit are hurt. At least 13 Hezbollah fighters are dead. These attacks have also embarrassed them and challenged their grip on power. Yesterday, the walkie-talkies exploded during the funerals of the victims from Tuesday's attacks. Hezbollah has issued fresh threats now.
What happened on Tuesday and Wednesday? On Tuesday, I only want to give a summary as you all know what happened. Thousands of pagers were targeted by the Israeli enemy, and they were all detonated at the same time. The enemy violated, through this attack, all the regulations, laws, and red lines.
So how would they retaliate? What military options do they have? The fact is, their choices and options are limited. They could launch more rockets towards Israel. That's the easy option. Hezbollah has an arsenal of 150,000 rockets. Yesterday, it did launch some of them, targeting Israel's military positions at the northern border. But they couldn't inflict any damage. Israel has bolstered its defenses in the north. It is deploying more soldiers and more military resources. So more rocket attacks may not be as effective as the Hezbollah would like them to be. The next best option would involve roping in Iran. You see, Hezbollah is an Iranian proxy group. It gets funding and military support from Tehran. So the Hezbollah leadership could ask Iran to mobilize other proxy groups in the region to help them. Together, they could launch a wider assault on Israel. And Iran has good reasons to facilitate such an operation. Its envoy to Lebanon was targeted too in the recent attacks. The Iranian envoy to Lebanon was targeted. He was hurt by one of the compromised pagers. Now, Tehran has issued a statement accusing Israel of committing what they call mass murder. Hezbollah has set no deadline for a response, but cross-border tensions remain high. Both Israel and Hezbollah are exchanging fire. We just told you about the rocket attacks from Hezbollah's side. In response, Israel is pounding southern Lebanon with aerial and artillery strikes. So the situation remains quite tense. From the west to regional powers like Jordan and Egypt and even the United Nations, they're all urging restraint. The UN believes that these attacks are a preemptive strike
This event confirms that there is a serious risk of a dramatic escalation in Lebanon, and everything must be done to avoid that escalation.
These warnings are all falling on deaf ears. As things stand, neither Israel nor Hezbollah appear ready to de-escalate.